Yes. We are giving the Truck Series race its own live stream review. Not because it was at Talladega. And not necessarily because the race itself was fucking trash. But it's because of some things, yes, that went on after the race. We are giving the Truck Series race its own live stream review. Fucking scumbags. Not because it was at Talladega. You may be asking yourself, and not necessarily because the race itself was fucking trash. That Matt Crafton, a three-time champion who it's because of some things, yes, by that went on after the race. We are giving the Truck Series race its own live stream review. Fucking scumbags. Not because it was at Talladega. You may be asking yourself, and not necessarily because the race itself was fucking trash. That Matt Crafton, a three-time champion who it's because of by completely whoops. Forgot about that. Alright, it should sound a lot better now and not as loud. And not jumbled together. But yeah, we're giving this race its own live stream. Because I'm going to be tearing Matt Crafton a new asshole. If what I'm hearing is indeed true. So, saddle up and lock and load. Let's get into it. This is the fuel. This video is sponsored by Dubby Jitterless Energy Blend. Click on the link in the description and use the code PackerMan to save 10% on any order. What's happening, ladies and germs? This is the PackerMan, and welcome to a unexpected Saturday edition of The Fuel. And I think this is the first time I've ever live streamed a Truck Series race review. It's always been the Cup Series, but it's never been the Truck Series. But there's been some shit that went down, and I've been keeping an eye on it. It's been breaking over the last hour. And it's like, you know what? I can't wait until tomorrow with this. We need to go live with this shit right now. So, what happened in the race itself? I mean, the race honestly doesn't fucking matter at this point. I mean, it was okay in the first part of it, but then stage 3 happened. And there was like 6 fucking caution flags in stage 3. I mean, it was a mess. It was an absolute mess. And an absolute fucking crash fest of a race. And it also extended a streak where the final run of a truck race at Talladega hasn't extended beyond 2 laps since 2008. 15 years. The final green flag run was 2 laps or fewer. That's fucking embarrassing. I mean, it honestly tells me that maybe the Truck Series just shouldn't be going to Talladega. Because if that's true, I mean, if that's the case, then holy shit. Like, that is beyond ridiculous. Brett Moffitt was in a one-off for motorsports for this race. He actually ended up winning it, which is pretty cool, and it was with a last lap pass. Let me tell you something, though. FS1, and in particular Jamie Little, had one of the worst calls in NASCAR history with that finish. I mean, it should have been an exciting deal with Brett Moffitt getting back into victory lane in just a one-off deal. But my God, that call from Jamie Little, that fell about as flat as a fucking pancake. I mean, she may be a good pit reporter, but as far as being lead commentator, no, I'll pass on that one. I'm sorry. And I'm pretty sure she's a nice person, but I mean, I got caught like I see it. That was one of the worst calls to a finish I've ever seen and heard. Like, it was awful. I mean, Jamie Little should not be the lead broadcaster for a race ever again. And that's just the bottom line. Race stats, I mean, when you look at the numbers, I mean, you would think a race at Talladega with these numbers would be pretty good, right? 23 lead changes, 9 of them pure, 4,194 green flag passes, which averages out to 72.3 on average per green flag lap, which is pretty goddamn good, right? Except there were 7 total caution flags, and 6 of them were in stage 3. And we also had 2 fucking red flags. This race was trash. I mean, the second half of this race completely ruined what was a fine race. I mean, it wasn't breathtaking or any of that shit, but it was alright. But that third stage completely ruined my perception of this race. So I really don't give a fuck about this race. So my final rating for the Love's RV Stop 250 is a 2 out of 10. But that's not what is the big thing that's going around right now. Because during that third stage in particular, let me see if I can find it here in my notes. It was the big one that happened on lap 92. So it was, as they were coming to 2 to go, the final caution of the day. It was the big one. There was contact between Matt Crafton and Nick Sanchez. Now what happened was, and I'm going to put this into perspective because this does play a part. Matt Crafton drifts up high off of turn 4, opens up the middle lane. Sanchez is there. Crafton comes back across thinking that he's clear and he's going to come back in front of Sanchez. Basically turns himself off of Sanchez's front bumper. Pretty much wrecks most of the field. And we probably should have got an idea of Crafton's state of mind, because after that wreck happened, he basically parked in the two teams' pit stall and left the truck there, just walked away. I mean, that's a pretty petty move, but, you know, it is what it is. But the end of the world is this. Apparently, after the race was over, Crafton, apparently, and this is according to Sanchez, Sanchez was walking to the garage area, got a tap on his shoulder. Sanchez turns around and is met with a punch from Crafton. So, what I'm going to show, and I'm just going to be upfront with you on this. This is a discretion warning, because Sanchez, I mean, after this was over, he looked like a fucking horror movie victim. His face was all bloody and shit. So I'm just going to activate this. I just let this play out because holy shit. I guess it's crazy. Now, from what I've been told, this right here is Matt Crafton. You can't really see him, but there was actually someone with an alternate view that I've been trying to look for. Because the alternate view, I would say from this guy right here, actually shows Crafton actually beating down on him with hammer fists. So it honestly looks like to me that Crafton decided to come up behind Sanchez and just basically sucker punch him. And then just started beating him down while he was on the ground. I'll get to that in a minute, but let's play the clip.
I'm gonna fucking kill you in Homestead. You fucked with the wrong guy, motherfucker.
What the fuck's this guy?
Come on, man.
He's right there. Get too wholesome, motherfucker. Don't fucking go. Let him go. Don't stop there again. Let him go. Fucking kill me ass.
I'm gonna fucking kill you in Homestead.
I'll whip your ass. I got you at Homestead, bitch.
So yeah, that just happened. Now, a lot of people have been pointing out that, oh, well, Sanchez's sponsors aren't going to like him issuing death threats to Crafton. First of all, shut the fuck up, okay? Now, I'm going to be the first person to say that I'm not usually the type of guy that would issue death threats, because I do think that's kind of stupid. But look at it from his position. I mean, he basically got fucking sucker punched and beat down. You know, he's not going to be in the right frame of mind. He's going to be fucking pissed. I mean, how would you react if you were in that situation? So shut the fuck up on that. Second off, if Matt Crafton actually did sucker punch Sanchez like that, then as far as I'm concerned, Matt Crafton can go fuck himself. And not only should he be kicked out of the Truck Series for the rest of the season, but I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if he's brought up on fucking felony assault charges. Which he should be. Because this is not a similar situation to what we've seen in the past, like with, say, Sam Mayer and Ty Gibbs at Martinsville. No, the two of them were face to face and they were going to throw punches. Or earlier this year with Chastain and Gregson. Those two were face to face. Okay, this is a case that would be considered a fight. By the way, if the two are face to face, they start throwing punches. That would be considered a fight. This is assault. When you come up from behind someone and sucker punch them like that, that's premeditated assault. And as far as I'm concerned, Matt Crafton should be brought up on criminal charges. And he should be booted out of the fucking Truck Series for the rest of the season. Because that's bullshit. If you have a problem with someone, fine. Get face to face with them and fucking fight it out. But do not, under any circumstances, fucking sucker punch somebody. Because people have died from sucker punches. They don't see it coming, they get knocked out, they hit their head on the ground, and they never fucking get back up again. That is bullshit. If that is truly the case, then Matt Crafton needs to get his ass kicked out of the Truck Series for the rest of the year. And he should be brought up on fucking assault charges. Because that is bullshit. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck if he's a former 3-time champion. A 47-year-old should not be fucking sucker punching a fucking 22-year-old. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. And over something that wasn't even Sanchez's fault to fucking begin with. Sanchez held his line and Crafton came over into him. How is that fucking Sanchez's fault, Crafton? You fucking moron! Matt Crafton needs to fucking retire. He really does. Because it's pretty clear he doesn't fucking cut it in the fucking truck series anymore. And if this is the type of stupid fucking bullshit he's gonna pull, then get him the fuck out. Get him the fuck out. And before even anyone says, oh, well, you just don't like fighting in motorsports, shut the fuck up. There's a difference between a fight and a sucker punch. Learn it, you fucking retard. NASCAR fans are about the dumbest motherfuckers on the face of the planet. I swear to God. Some of the shit that I've been seeing on Twitter and social media makes me want to fucking puke. This fan base can go fuck themselves. And Matt Crafton can too. What a load of fucking horse shit, dude. Honestly. But whatever. I'm done ranting about it. I said my piece. But that's going to do it for this unexpected live review of the Craftsman Truck Series race at Talladega. Wasn't expecting to do a live review, but a lot of shit's come out after the fact, and I just felt like I needed to talk about it because this shit fucking pisses me off. Especially from a former fucking champion like Matt Crafton. Like, what a fucking joke. Anyways, I'm done. I was going to start an episode of Starfield a little bit earlier, but all this shit went down, and I basically decided, you know what, I'm going to do a live stream of the fuel real quick to get it out there, so. What a bunch of fucking nonsense, man. Unbelievable. But I'll see you in a few minutes for Green Gold Games Live. But till then, take it easy and fuck Matt Crafton. What's happening, ladies and germs? Thank you for watching tonight's video. If you're interested in sponsoring the channel, there is a link to my Patreon down in the description box below. Otherwise, hit like and subscribe if you want to continue watching great content like you saw today. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, this is the PackerMan signing out.